Hello guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I'll be teaching you some of the basics of Obby Creator. So this game is basically Roblox Studio but easier. So I'm just gonna put everything back to normal. Okay, so first thing is we're gonna go through is the toolbox. So we have like settings which we'll get to in a second, and delete, which deletes parts, clones, which basically duplicates it, and teleport. If you click it and you just put it to anywhere in the screen folder, boop, and you teleport there. Oh no, I'm too far away, but no, I'm not. And here is basically building mode. So 1 is just classic third person view, 2 flying, and 3 is basically flying without your body. Okay, so that's the toolbox, and now we can go to all the parts and everything. So first we've got advanced. So here we've got most of the parts, because all the other things we made have the most. But anyways, advanced tools is for this one and this one, and I'll get those at later. So first we've got a button, and to actually activate this we can either step on it, or if we change this to whatever you want, then let me just make it coincide with the floor, then you can click it. If I go back into edit mode and set this to 0, then I can't click it and I have to step on it instead. And you can do other things like activate for others, because right now if you set this to false, then it only activates for you, so only you will see this timer, and if you set it to true, then all the other people will see it too. And then we've got bottom type, so you can activate parts, make objects invisible, reset push blocks, and make objects invisible. And that basically like says what it does. So if I get a part here and set it to make parts invisible, and then go to the bottom and press edit next to objects, select that with red border, confirm, then gone. After 5 seconds it reappears back. And you could do the opposite if you make objects visible and set this to 1 transparency, and if you want to can collide off, then boop, then it appears instead of disappearing, and after this 5 seconds it disappears again, but it's still actually there, you just can't see it. Anyways, and the other things is, so we set push blocks. So if you got a push block, parts, push block, and let me just make it so it actually does that one, then you can just move that over here, and hold up, wait a minute, no, it's not doing that now. There we go. So if I move it all the way over here, press this button, and activate parts. I think this activates fading parts or something. yeah, activates fading parts and other things like advanced tools, daytime to 0. Activate. Yeah. I don't really know everything about the button. Okay, next is we have the button activation. So say you've got multiple parts. So you've got multiple parts. First, you set it to web. Then we need to select all the parts, and if you set this to all, then it gets rid of all of them for 5 seconds. And if you set it to random, then it just does one of them randomly. Also, you can go out of here, the one go back in and reset all the buttons. And it's completely random for any of the parts that you selected. Okay, next we have show timer. So basically, this is, so if you don't want this to appear, you're like, no, how do I make it disappear? So you can just make this to false, show timer false, and it's not there, but these are still gone. Pew! And if you want to change the timer, like for how long it's happening, its time is here. So you can set it to like 2 seconds, 1, 2, or you could set it to 50, 49, and yeah, and it goes all the way down until that ends. Or if you're like, how do I set it to like, does it forever? Just do it 0. And it automatically sets to infinite. So, but the thing is, it does force you to not see the timer because it's too big of a number to actually show. Next, we've got click radius, where you basically instead of walking on it, you need to click it with your mouse or your finger if you're on mobile. And player activated is basically if a player steps on it, and if I set that player activated to false, then it doesn't work at all. But if I set it to push block activated, then I can just get push block. Look, so I can't activate it right now, but this guy can. Okay, and then finally we have if the modify effects, and this is basically if you like put text on it, or if you put an outline, which is what I'm going to do for now. So an outline. So right now, if I just do this without the modify effects on, then it does this, and a lot of people had trouble if they want to make like dialogue or something. If you set it to true now, then both the effect and the actual part disappears. And that's it for the button. So next we have button deactivator. This button deactivator, it doesn't have much. Basically just activate for others, click radius, play activated, push block activated, and there's basically, if you step on this, it deletes any of the objects that have been, any of the buttons doings, if you select it with this. Next we got checkpoints. Basically, if you die, so like this is normal checkpoint. If I die, teleports me to here. If you're like making checkpoints, like if you die, you spawn here instead of there. Just go onto it, spawn point updated, kill myself, and I'm back over here. And also, if you're wondering, you can't do behavior on some parts. conveyor. This is basically where it just pushes you. You can set the speed. The lowest you can do is 1, and 1 is still kind of fast, look. And you can set it to, if you want to go like gas, 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 then you can just set it to 100. And you can change it. Arrows enabled, true, but it won't show because arrows transparency. Set that to 0. It's going so fast that it looks like it's going the other way. Look, if I set it to 50. It goes crazy to 120. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, arrows is basically a bunch of people, but that look like arrows are on it, which shows like the speed it's going and the direction. Okay, next we have fading paths. So basically these are where you can set it to like activate for others. So like if you step on it, other people see it that it's fading too. And let me just reset that. Okay, and if I step on it, I can touch it until it goes completely invisible, then I go through it. And I can change this with fade time to whatever I want. 1, and it's 1. If I set it to 100, then it takes forever, but it's just really, really slowly turning to invisible. Damn it! Damn it! Oh, frick. Hold on. I'll just get a new fading part. And next we've got player activated or push block activated. If the player taps on it, it activates. If the push block touches it, it activates. And time it until reappear. This is quite important because if you're like, okay, 30 seconds it takes to fade. Okay, almost done. And done. And you're like, okay, can you respawn or something? Finally. Let me just put that a bit lower. If you want it to appear, this takes 5 seconds is the normal wait. If you do it 1 second, or you could put it 0.000 whatever, and the quickest it can respawn is 0.2. And it goes super fast. Anyways, next part, falling part. These are actually really cool because you can do a lot with them. So player activated, push block activated, you know what that does. Falling delay, so after about a 500th of a second it falls. So if I go all the way up there, teleport on, then it falls. If I put this falling delay to 1 second, 1, then it falls. And if you want it to do it like straight away, then basically you set it to 0. The best is to do it like 0.2 or something. And then falling time, this is like how fast it falls down. Like if I put it 0.8 or slowest you can go, 0.2, that's the fastest you can go. That's basically, look how long it's going to be falling. It basically falls off literally just goes to here and then respawns. If you want it to keep going for a very long time, you can set it to 5. And look, keep going. Keep going. Bye bye. Okay, and then you can following directions. Following directions is actually really cool. And if you go down, if you put down, it actually falls. If you put up, it's like opposite of falling. Falling speed is like how fast it goes. Mew. And yeah. Okay, next we have heal part. Basically, this is if you get like damaged. Like if I step on this, oh no, I've got barely any health. Step on this, goes full health. So this is basically, it's got barely anything in it, but this is how much it heals every time you step on it. And then we've got jump pad. This is basically like what gives you an extra jump boost for like a second. And you can't, and it only does it once. The highest you can go is 200. That's the highest you can go. The lowest you can go is 50. And this is kind of like the normal jump power or whatever. Choo 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 choo. Yeah, 50 is the normal one. And then we've got lava. This is what damages you. So you've got 100 health, and this does 100 damage. So this is an instant kill. And if you set it to 15, then you have to step on it for like 7 times. It's really slowly going down. Stay away from it. Stops going down. Step on it. Dead. And you can set it to whatever you want. 50 is like 2 hits. 1, 2. Or maybe not. Maybe I have 101 health somehow. Nah, probably not. I'm just gonna die so I can reset my health. Okay, next we've got moves. No, I'm not gonna do that yet. Reset part. So basically, this puts you back to the beginning of the obby. So you control like checkpoint. Just kidding. And it sends you to the beginning, and it hasn't got any behavior settings. Respawn part. This is basically where it respawns the push parts by just touching it or whatever. Or you can respawn the player. That's basically a restart part. If you put it to respawn push blocks, it doesn't respawn the player. It respawns the push block. Gone back over here. And then we have Speedpad. Like this is how fast you are for the entire time you're in the obby. The normal walk speed is 16, as you can see here. And there's actually this weird glitch. If you put it all the way, like to the side here, you can just barely get some speed. So if I set it to 64, I can get speed out here. And if you go through one of the conveyor belts too, it makes it super fast. See if I can make this. Yeah, I'm much faster. Woo! Ah! Oh my god, I almost fell. But I realized I got that. Okay, teleport pad. This is basically this tool, but it applies to anyone and push blocks if you want. And you need to set the location, and the arrows, wherever it's going, is where it's going to teleport you. So if I step on it, it teleports me over here. I'm just gonna make it a bit more realistic. So it's gonna teleport me onto this platform here. it's gonna make it a bit brighter. A bit smaller maybe. So you see that platform over there? If I go into this, it teleports me onto it. And that's it. And it can teleport push blocks if it wants. And timed lava. This is basically a flickering one. Lava. So damage, we've already done that. Hidden time, so how long it's going to be hidden for? 2 seconds? 2? 1. 2, 3. And basically seconds how long it's gonna appear for hidden time, invisible time. Not sure what timed offset does. Oh wait, I know what this is. So if you set this to, like, say a 1, and if you make another one, and if you don't want them to go to each other, you can set this to a different number. And now they do it at different times. Okay, timed part, the exact same thing, but it doesn't kill you. And trick part is basically walk on it, you sit. I was sitting. Ow. Okay, so that's gonna do for part 1, season 1, because we've already done it for like 22 minutes. That's quite a long time. Anyways, I guess I'll see you later. Bye bye.